Welcome, horror fans, to Dark Nightmare Memories, where we unravel the creepiest tales that lurk in the shadows of history. Today, we're diving into a spine-chilling Vatican horror story that will leave you questioning everything you know about the Catholic Church. Hidden deep within its sacred walls lies a dark church secret, a cursed relic tied to unspeakable evil. If you're obsessed with terrifying mysteries and supernatural tales, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join our legion of thrill seekers. Let's descend into the abyss together. The Vatican, a beacon of faith, a fortress of tradition. But beneath its holy facade, it harbors secrets so horrifying they could shatter the soul. My name is Luca Bellini, a journalist who's spent years chasing stories of the bizarre and unexplained. This is the story of the cursed relic of the Vatican, a tale of dark church secrets that will grip you until the very end. It all started with a letter, slipped under my apartment door in the dead of night. No stamp, no return address, just my name scrawled in jagged ink. Inside was a single sentence: the Vatican hides a relic that damns all who touch it. Find it, or it will find you. Attached was a drawing of a twisted, thorn-like symbol, pulsing with an unnatural aura. As a skeptic, I dismissed it as a prank, but the words gnawed at me. The Vatican? A cursed relic? I'd heard whispers of hidden Vatican relics, but nothing this sinister. The next day, I received a call from an unknown number. A raspy voice, barely human, whispered, "Sancta Spina. Seek the Sancta Spina." Then, silence. My research revealed Sancta Spina meant holy thorn, a relic supposedly from Christ's crown of thorns, housed in the Vatican. But why was it tied to a curse? Driven by curiosity, and a growing sense of dread, I booked a flight to Rome, determined to uncover this Vatican horror story. Arriving in Vatican City felt like stepping into a paradox. The splendor of St. Peter's Basilica clashed with an eerie undercurrent, as if the stones themselves held secrets. I'd secured a meeting with Sister Clara, a Vatican librarian with a reputation for discretion. Her office was tucked in a quiet corner of the Apostolic Library, surrounded by ancient tomes. She greeted me warmly, but her eyes darted nervously, as if expecting an intruder. "Mr. Bellini, the Vatican is a place of light," she said, "but even light casts shadows." When I mentioned the Sancta Spina, her smile vanished. "Some relics are better left undisturbed," she warned. "They carry a weight no mortal should bear." Her cryptic words only fueled my resolve. I spent days researching in the library, sifting through records of holy relics. Most were benign, bones of saints, fragments of the true cross, but the Sancta Spina was different. Every reference was vague, as if deliberately obscured. Late one night, buried in a 14th century chronicle, I found a chilling entry. It described the Sancta Spina as a thorn, imbued with divine wrath, brought to Rome by a crusader who vanished after delivering it. The text claimed the relic was sealed in a crypt beneath the Vatican to contain its malice. A symbol accompanied the passage, the same thorn-like mark from the letter. My pulse quickened. This was no myth, it was a dark church secret hidden in plain sight. The chronicle hinted at a secret order, the Custodes Spini, or Guardians of the Thorn, tasked with protecting the relic. They operated in the shadows, answering only to the highest echelons of the church. Another document, a letter from a 16th century monk, warned of visions of torment plaguing those who approached the Sancta Spina. The letter ended abruptly: "It sees me. It knows my name." I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being drawn into something far beyond my control. What is the Sancta Spina? A cursed relic in the Vatican? That's terrifying. What do you think this thorn could be? Share your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like and share this video to spread the word about these Vatican horror stories. Let's keep unraveling the mystery. Determined to find the crypt, I persuaded Sister Clara to grant me access to the Vatican's restricted archives. The Archivio Segreto was a labyrinth of flickering lights and ancient shelves, the air thick with dust and dread. Under the watchful gaze of a silent guard, I uncovered a map, its edges frayed, depicting a network of tunnels beneath St. Peter's Basilica. One chamber was marked with the thorn symbol, labeled Crypta Prohibita, the Forbidden Crypt. That night, I snuck into the Vatican grottos, using the map as my guide. The tunnels were claustrophobic, their walls slick with moisture. My flashlight cast eerie shadows, and every step echoed like a heartbeat. As I neared the crypt, a whisper filled the air, not words, but a low, guttural hum that seemed to come from within the stone. My skin prickled. Was this the Sancta Spina's curse? I pressed on, driven by a mix of fear and fascination. The crypt was a circular chamber, its walls carved with thorn-like patterns that seemed to writhe in the dim light. In the center stood a stone pedestal, and on it, encased in a crystal reliquary, was the Sancta Spina, a blackened thorn, no larger than my thumb, yet radiating an oppressive energy. The air felt heavy, as if the room itself was alive, watching me. As I approached, the hum grew louder, vibrating in my chest. My flashlight flickered, and the shadows coalesced into vague, humanoid shapes. I froze, heart pounding. The reliquary's crystal seemed to pulse, and for a moment, I swore I saw eyes, dark, endless eyes, staring from within the thorn. A voice, cold and ancient, whispered my name, Luca. I stumbled back, nearly dropping my flashlight. This wasn't just a relic, it was a gateway to something unholy. I barely escaped the crypt, my mind reeling. The next day, I confronted Sister Clara, demanding answers. Her face was ashen. "You've seen it," she said, her voice trembling. "The Sancta Spina is no mere relic. It's a prison for something older than time, something that feeds on fear." She revealed that the Custodes Spini were real, a clandestine order that performed rituals to appease the entity trapped within the thorn. "They call it the Umbra Divina," she whispered. "The divine shadow. Clara warned me to leave Rome. The Umbra knows you now," she said. "It will never let you go." But before she could say more, a tall figure in black robes appeared at the library's entrance, Father Vincenzo, a priest I'd seen lurking near the archives. His eyes were cold, predatory. "Ms. Bellini," he said, "you're meddling in matters beyond your understanding." His words were a threat, and I knew the custodes were watching. A secret order guarding a cursed relic? This is getting creepier. What do you think the Umbra Divina is? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more dark church secrets. Share this video with friends who love a good scare. My investigation took a bizarre turn when I stumbled across records of the Vatican Observatory's telescope in Arizona, the Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope, VATT. Officially, it studied distant galaxies, but a leaked memo suggested otherwise. It referenced Project Umbra, a mission to track a cosmic anomaly linked to the Sancta Spina. The memo mentioned irregular light patterns in deep space, as if the Umbra Divina had a presence beyond Earth. I contacted Dr. Marco Leone, a disgraced astronomer who'd worked on VATT. Over a shaky video call, he looked haunted. "They're not studying stars," he said. "They're watching something alive, something that watches back." He described encrypted data showing a void in space that pulsed like a heartbeat. "The Vatican knows it's connected to the thorn," he said. "They've known for centuries." Before he could elaborate, his screen went black, and I heard a scream. My blood ran cold. Desperate for answers, I returned to the archives, photographing every document related to the Sancta Spina. One text described a ritual performed by the Custodes Spini every century to renew the seal on the Umbra Divina. It involved blood offerings, not death, but willing sacrifices of vitality, leaving participants drained, their minds fractured. The next ritual was imminent, coinciding with a rare lunar eclipse. That night, I infiltrated a hidden chapel beneath the Vatican, guided by a stolen key from Clara's office. Inside, cloaked figures chanted in a language I didn't recognize, their faces hidden. On an altar lay the Sancta Spina, its crystal glowing faintly. The air crackled with energy, and the shadows writhed, forming a towering, indistinct shape. The chanters fell silent, and Father Vincenzo stepped forward, holding a dagger. "The Umbra demands its due," he intoned. I realized with horror that I was witnessing the ritual, and I was trapped. As the ritual intensified, the shadow grew, its presence suffocating. I knocked over a candelabra, and the room erupted in chaos. The custodes turned, their eyes locking onto me. "Heretic!" Vincenzo roared. I sprinted for the exit, the shadows hung chasing me like a predator. The tunnels seemed to twist, defying logic, but I stumbled into the grottos, collapsing as the panel slammed shut behind me. Back at my hotel, I found my room ransacked, my notes gone. A new letter awaited, written in the same jagged script: "You cannot outrun the Umbra." My phone buzzed with a photo from an unknown number, me, in the crypt, staring at the Sancta Spina. Someone, or something, had been watching me the entire time. I'm home now, but the nightmare hasn't ended. The Umbra Divina's presence lingers, whispers in the dark, thorns etched in my dreams. The Vatican's secrets are a web of horror, and the Sancta Spina is its heart. The Custodes Spini still guard it, performing their rituals to keep the divine shadow at bay. But for how long? Clara and Marco have vanished, and I fear I'm next. I've hidden my dossier, too afraid to publish it. The Umbra Divina isn't just a story, it's real, and it's awake. Every night, I feel its gaze, waiting for me to falter. What is it? A demon? A god? Something worse? One thing is certain, the Vatican knows, and they'll do anything to keep it hidden. That's the terrifying truth behind the cursed relic of the Vatican. If this Vatican horror story chilled you to the bone, hit that like button and subscribe for more dark church secrets. Share this video with friends who crave creepy history. In the comments, tell me, do you believe the Umbra Divina exists? Have you heard of other hidden Vatican relics? Let's keep the horror alive. Thanks for watching Dark Nightmare Memories. Turn on notifications to never miss a scare. Until next time, stay brave, and beware the shadows.